Hey, what's up, y'all? Happy Wednesday. Welcome to a new episode of Transcending The Culture. I am one half of the dynamic duo that we are. It's your boy, James. I am here with the ever so lovely Cat Queen, Cousin Cat. What's happening?
Hey everybody. I don't know how always that's gonna be. I'm gonna tell her I'm gonna steal that, honey, because this be stuck in my head every time. I'm telling you.
We gotta get
Um
Tip Tip back on the platform. At least one day.
at
I know.
least once. But
Listen, I
yeah,
know
I just
she living life and doing the do. So like, I can't even knock her, but we gotta get her back on the platform.
gotta get her back on.
Oh,
Yeah, but
listen,
I'm doing
how you
good.
doing?
I'm good. I'm happy to see you, cousin.
Listen, I'm happy to see you. I'm happy to be back. There's so much stuff going on. So much stuff happening for the brand, so much stuff happening for the platform itself. So
Mhm.
like, I'm real geeked, man. Like I'm real geeked. Like, everything is good. Prep for the interview tonight. Like, listen, I sat up and did questions all day, all kind of stuff, and I've been working on flyers and different stuff for all of the different platforms and everything, from this to the PR firm, which is actually doing very well. The King's Lair, which, look, if you know, you know. That's all I was like.
If you know, you
You
know, okay?
know, that's growing tremendously, and it's kind of a shock, but I'm really getting into it. And then the health side of it. I've been thinking about bringing back the health stuff that I was doing, and I had like a platform that was geared toward
Yeah,
and weight loss and all that stuff. And I went to see my lupus doc today, which some stuff happened
really.
too. So I'm gonna actually tell you that once we go off the air. But I went to go see my lupus doc today, and everything is good, clean bill of health, like all that stuff is good and everything. But we was just talking about like the weight loss. So I done lost like 80, 85 pounds, like in over the last.
Yes.
So it's like, when I tell you, I feel like I'm back in high school. Like, I look like I did when I was back in high school. Man, I am tripping.
You look good. I need that platform, okay? I need some support in that area, okay?
Yeah,
Because
me and
I need.
Elijah went to this black tie event over the weekend, and I'm like, man, you better tell them I'm your brother or something. Like, don't be telling them I'm your father. Like, we had a ball. Like, we really had a ball, and I was taking pictures all day and stuff. Like, I might be getting a little vain, but
It's okay, cuz it's good to feel yourself, especially after losing weight and bettering yourself. You deserve it.
yeah,
Deserve to
but
feel good.
yeah, but all of that said, there is a lot happening for the platform. We actually have an
Hmm.
amazing guest with us tonight. Somebody who I'm really happy to have on the platform. Obviously he's been out here doing his thing in the comedy world, and we have this segment now that we've been doing with comedians here on the platform. So it's always cool to get somebody new and fresh here on the platform. Of course, that has not been on the platform before. So I'm
Hmm.
really, really excited about our guest tonight, which, if you haven't looked at all of the promo and stuff that we have put out there already, it is Antoine Scott. So we're going to actually have him up and on in a couple minutes. I'm going to let Kat go ahead and get some of her house cleaning done as far as stuff that she wants before we get started. And then, we will kick right into the conversation that we're going to have with Antoine Scott. We're going to keep it, I don't want to say we're going to keep it brief tonight, but we're going to be on schedule because we do have Real Talk with Reese coming up at 9 p.m. tonight. So she's going to be on as well. She'll be on at 9 p.m. and probably from 9 to 10 like she usually does. But she has Dr. Ariel Watkins on the platform.
Ooh.
If you remember, she had her on about 2 weeks ago. So she's doing part
Hmm.
two. So that's going to be at 9 p.m. And That's it. So what you got, Kat? Anything you want to get out there before we get started?
Yes, so I did want to touch on a couple things, guys. This weekend I was able to attend the Trappy Awards
Man,
for
them pictures,
Trap Boy
wow.
Mannequin. Listen,
The pictures you posted was bomb. I was like, what?
I have so much stuff. So, guys, please make sure you following me on Instagram. I'm gonna be posting a couple pictures, performances. It was amazing. Let me tell you, the artists killed it as always. We have friends to the show, Milan, the artist who works with Real Talk with Reese. When I say she had the thing going, it was a vibe. Everybody was dancing. I have never seen a performance like that. We had Artinka Tierra shutting the house down, and I was
Listen,
really feeling it because when she sang that Scar song,
uh-huh.
same corny relationships, and it was the day after Valentine's Day, so I'm over there like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
so she had me in my feelings. And then I also was happy to accept an award on behalf of Charity Ivana. So as you guys know, Charity has been sweeping all the awards and everything. She wasn't able to attend, so I was able to accept that award on her behalf.
That's what.
I also was able to connect with Angel Dust, who is working with Big Hef. She has a show, I think it's called Almost Famous, about to premiere on Prime Video. So I'll be posting that, and we'll be doing something with her soon. So we have a lot of new artists, a lot of people that are going to be coming on the platform, and then we're going to have a lot of people that want to submit their music for our radio station. So you guys, please
Yeah,
make sure you're listening, paying attention, because we're going to be having a lot of independent Cleveland artists, especially
absolutely.
a big focus on that. So that's really all that I wanted to say. We're going to talk a little bit after the interview, and then I'll be posting more about that. And do not forget, after the interview, we are going to be doing some Cat Got Your Tongue. Listen, James, what's up with your family, DeBrinos? Because usually it's our
Listen,
side acting up.
listen. Don't do
It's
that. Don't do that.
it's
Don't do.
usually
Don't do that. Don't do that.
yeah, it's usually I'm
I
thinking it's
actually
about to
was
be our
going.
side, but the
I
Barinos
actually
is going at it.
listen.
Okay.
I actually was going to talk a little bit about it, and
Hmm.
you know me. I really don't talk a lot about outside of the music and all of that stuff. I really don't speak a whole lot on Fantasia and like all of that kind of stuff, just
Hmm.
because it'd be a lot of drama and stuff going on. Like Casey and JoJo have toned down so much that it ain't really
Hmm.
nothing. Like it ain't nothing crazy happening like on that side, but like it just be a lot. So I don't really talk about it a whole lot or anything like that. But I am, definitely after the
I'll
conversation,
let
we
you
are going.
guys
But
know
we
a
gonna get
little
into
bit
it a little
about
bit
what's
because
going on
I mean,
with them.
ain't no choice but to get into it now because it's out there. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, ain't
And
no
it's
choice but to get
them
into it a little bit.
posting from their own pages. So this is
Yeah,
statements
yeah,
coming from their own mouth.
that's the shit
Uh,
that got me today. I was like, what? She responded.
the
So yeah,
daddy, the husband, and even we know Fantasia is very private and quiet. They didn't brought Fanny, they didn't brought the old Fanny out. So we're gonna get into all of that, guys, after
yeah,
the
we gonna get
interview. So
into
make
that.
sure you stay tuned,
Yeah,
okay?
for sure. I wanna shout out to Duran Bernard, who he won the Grammy a couple weeks ago. But just shout out to him because like he's really, really, really been doing this thing, and it's not a new thing. Like he been out here for a long time, and he been pushing and like striving and really trying to build, his name and his brand. And I think it's really good that he's really been able to get to where he is, just on the strength of him being who he is. So definitely shout out to him. Um, and it's a whole lot of little stuff as far, again, as far as with the network and the brand that I'm going to talk about after we have our guests and everything. And then we're going to go into, like you said, Cat Got Your Tongue and talk a little bit about that stuff going on and just some other stuff that's going on as well. But ladies and gentlemen, how they say it on how many fresh be saying it like ladies and
Ladies and
gentlemen.
gentlemen.
Right.
Ooh.
So listen, UGD family all across the country and all around the world, we want to welcome you to another powerful edition of Transcending the Culture, where we don't just interview talent, we honor their journeys. Tonight, we are stepping into the world of laughter, legacy, and lived experience. So our guest tonight is not just a comedian. He is a storyteller. He's a truth teller. He's a cultural translator who takes real life, flips it on his head, and hands it back to us in a way that makes us laugh, react, and sometimes even heal. From stages across the country to viral moments online, he has built a brand rooted in authenticity, confidence, and unapologetic energy. But here's what we do differently at UG Digital. We go beyond the punchlines. We talk about the man behind the mic, the discipline behind the delivery, the growth behind the grind. So tonight we welcome a voice that understands timing, resilience, and the power of perspective. UGD family, get ready. Put some respect in the comments. Put some respect on his name. Let's welcome to Transcending the Culture, the Antoine Scott.
Man, you read that so well.
And I ain't no damn Shannon Sharp. But when I tell you, I put that together. I spent a whole lot of time today.
You deserve kudos the way you read. You didn't fumble, jumble, not name one word. I'm listening like, man, I'm like, read that thing. Read that thing.
Listen, man. I appreciate you. Like, I appreciate you so much. And I know I talked a little bit before we went online, but again, I really just speak on the fact that this is all passion. Like I started building a platform back in 2001, started interviewing celebrities, and I've just been kind of doing it my own way. So like Kat and I, we're cousins. We both went to school for journalism. We both got degrees and all that jazz. And I've done some stuff for BET, Radio One, and all of that. But
right.
In the end, I just want to do my own thing, and I don't want to be told who I can interview, what I got to talk about, like all that kind of stuff. So I just would rather stay on the independent side. But I appreciate you because, again, you know, like I said before, it's a million platforms. You got the choice to handpick who you want to get with, and you.
I do every last one I can. You hear me? I don't turn down nothing but my collar.
Right.
Not turning down nothing. The next week you be the biggest thing on the podcast streaming system. And I'd be like, man, let me get on. No, Antoine, you told us no last week. We
I don't even do that. And I got a number of them who did in the beginning, and I'm just like, come on, like we ready. It's all love.
No, I do appreciate it. I'm gonna show up. I want to give you kudos. Also, I was listening and heard you said you lost 80 to 85 pounds.
Yeah,
bro,
man. Like,
man, hey,
yeah.
Kudos to I'm trying to fight losing 5 right now.
Man, listen.
I can't stop eating. Lord, you lost 80.
Yeah, when I tell you, like, even in like junior high school and high school, I was like, and I'm gonna turn 49 this year. It's like I ain't never been this small. So it's like, wow. But it's, in all honesty, and I tell everybody, I went to the doctor today and they was questioning, and they looking at me in my face like, what? How did you do? Like, listen, like, y'all tell us to eat right. Like, I'm eating right, and I'm going to the gym, and I'm working with a trainer, and that shit worked. If you stick to it, I count the calories.
You found the right stuff. You found the right stuff. Won't know family members were using illegal drugs involved at all.
Right.
Not a crack pipe was nowhere near your hand. For you to lose 80 to 80. You got the right to walk into any Golden Corral and flip over a chicken. You got the right. And they said, what you doing? Boy,
I pass one every day, and I'm like, damn, I need to go in there.
Right. And Miss Cat, you over there looking all beautified, pretty. I see you over there doing. And then we got to I said, go flip the hair, girl. Go flip the hair. I ain't mad at you, girl. I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna look at you. Come on now.
Thank you for the compliment. Yes, I agree with you about James though. Listen, he be fighting them allegations at the reunion. You know, I'll be at the Good Family reunion. They be like, what's up with James? He ain't on that stuff now, is he?
Well, you looking right small, ain't you?
Right.
Oh, what's going on with your cousin, Kat? I'd be like, nah. Listen, he be doing it right. Okay.
Uh-huh.
We
they do.
They really do. All pipe allegations, all 2026. Okay.
Yeah. Having that small tabletop. They go.
Right. So kind of let everybody know, just to start off, man, like who you are. You know, obviously how you got here, how you got to this point.
Well, of course, I'm Antoine Scott, born and raised Richmond, Virginia.
My sister used to live there.
VA in the building. Been in the game going on 22 years this year. Just doing what I do, going out making people laugh. You know, the grind continues. You know, got a comedy special out right now on Folsom TV called Same Thing I Said. It's also coming to Tubi and also Prime Video this year. U.S. Marine, double dog, former law enforcement, and just get on stage, man. Just make the people laugh, telling life stories, life situations, and observational comedy.
Right. I love that. You say former police officer, and then you were in the Marines. You said also.
Yeah, Marine. I said law enforcement because I was a deputy sheriff. See,
Gotcha.
some places you go, the deputies are the police department. Then some places you go where the county or the city is big enough when they have a police department and a sheriff's office.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
No, that's I just think it's dope though. It really resonates not only with myself, but I think a lot of people who have, kind of worked like the traditional jobs or regular jobs, and then they are able to transition into what they really love. Like I spent 22 years in healthcare, but doing media at the same time. And now I'm at a place where I can really do media more and kind of do it the way that I want to, but I still kept like the traditional job too.
Right. Exactly. Uh-huh.
No, definitely dope. And then you say Richmond, Virginia. My sister, well, she first went to Hampton, and then she went to VCU in Richmond. So I used to love coming to Richmond. Like, talk a little bit about just kind of the coming up phase in Richmond, Virginia, and getting into comedy and how that was for you.
Well, born and raised in the city, VCU was a small 2 blocks. They done took over all the downtown just about now.
Yeah.
But coming up, man, just being a kid in school, cracking jokes in school, having fun, having a good time, being the class clown, somewhat to a certain extent. And I'm a late groomer to the game of comedy. I was in the Marine Corps, got out, and then went to work, deputy sheriff. Had a couple of correctional jobs, had a couple of juvenile places, but I was always a comedian at work or ran my friends and military friends. And then all of a sudden it just kept eating at me. And then all of a sudden, like I said, I'm a late bloomer to the game. I didn't come in the comedy game till I was 32 years old.
Yeah.
So I wasn't like everybody else who came in on the, early teens and 18 years old or early 20s. I was further much along in life, doing a comedy thing. But I can tell anybody, always pursue and live out your dream. It's never too late to start any dream of yours.
I think that's a perfect way of putting it, is that it's never too late. Like you can always dream, you can always start doing something else. People always make pivots and start doing something else. Like, in what ways do you feel like it helped you in your career coming into it later than, like you said, as a teenager?
Well, in a sense, I was more mature to not let any of the young juvenile stuff that happens in the comedy game get to me.
Yeah.
So you're able to kind of handle the juvenile theatrics that goes on in the comedy life that you really don't know. Like, you mad about that?
Uh-huh.
Because he said that ain't even your joke. So why is you mad about? And stuff they get bicker and beef about. I'm a little too much older to be dealing with that, and then my subject matters was a little different because I was kind of more mature in what I want to talk about versus what they want to talk about.
Right. Like, when you talk about just that maturity and your subject matter, like, what life experiences, what experiences in your life do you feel shaped, your content?
Anybody you take from your own observation and your own personal family upbringing, which you can attach to yourself and to your comedy, which nobody can really steal or take. Or situation you had with your parents or your brothers or sisters, your aunts, uncles, grandmothers, and you just taking your personal experiences in life and just making it funny and bringing it to the stage. Therefore, nobody can't talk about the time I had to wear my aunt footies to school, with the ball on the back. That's my story. So ain't too many.
Listen, it ain't just your story, because I can remember.
You know what I mean?
Putting on my grandmother's hoodies, and it ain't just your story. So no,
it happens. It happens in every generation. Because when I was younger, everybody wanted the short socks, but my stepdad he bought 100 pack of long socks, and you was wearing them suckers. So I had to tuck it down and have it stuffed in my shoe all day, acting like, why you walking funny? Mind your business, okay? Just mind your business.
I got a whole lot of sock in my shoe.
I'm like, got too much sock in my shoe right now. Okay,
Right.
I'm mad.
No, you go ahead and jump in, Kat.
Oh, I was just saying that it's so funny how you get, pull life experiences into comedy. So you say you work with juveniles and, working with that, and especially in the armed services, you were the joking guy. So what kind of jokes did you make? How did you keep them on their toes?
I mean, you just talking about anything. What's going on for the day? You might be talking about the staff sergeant when I was in the military. I might be mimicking him, doing something that he was doing, or saying something that he said, and just doing something. By that time in the early '90s, Martin was out. Imitating Jerome, or just doing something we saw and stuff like that, or just being their work files on the correctional side, just tripping. You really can't pinpoint what I was saying, really. But just, you're just tripping with your boys, just having fun with your coworkers.
Right. And so when you are doing comedy with your friends or your family or people close to you, you and everything, nothing's off limits. How do you continue to be raw and authentic in your comedy journey on stage when now everybody is so sensitive? You have to be mindful of things. How do you balance that?
You just do what you do. You came to my comedy show. Ain't not worrying about that. You came to the show. If you're that sensitive, don't come. That's the thing we comedians stand on, is that we giving you our point of view on a situation or a joke. And if you're unable to handle it, just get up and walk out, or just don't come to the comedy show. We're not gonna cater our jokes to make you feel better or make you feel good. Most of the time, if you're doing any kind of jokes, whether they handicap or something of a wrong nature, where some might deem, they want to be talked about. They want to feel like they're a part of the show.
A part of it.
Right. Don't go ahead.
Yeah, no, I definitely resonate with that. So I have a daughter that is disabled. My daughter's autistic, and I have recently got into comedy. And it's something that I like to talk about on stage. And our family, she's just one of our family members. So the funny stuff she do is just something she does. I'm not, and it's like it's not laughing at you, we laughing with you. You're part of our community. Right. So I think that people need to stop being so sensitive and realize that everybody in comedy, everybody's on an even playing field. Anybody can get cracked on for any reason.
Exactly.
So that's the reason why I really do love comedy. I think it really brings people together without worrying about our differences. Because heck, I'm gonna crack on you, I'm gonna crack on you.
That's
you
right.
Gonna get it, your grandma gonna get it. So I definitely like that. So like I said, I'm new to the comedy game. I've done a couple little jokes. What what advice would you give me or somebody stepping into comedy, and really, wanting to have that confidence on stage and really being able to have that comedic presence?
You gotta stay on stage. That's it. You gotta stay on stage for your timing to be right, your jokes to be on point, knowing how to think on your feet, how to improv, have a comeback when somebody says something out the mouth sideways. And the more times you do it, the more comfortable you are being up there. Going through certain situations when the crowd ain't quiet, you may have a tough crowd. You can't ever blame the audience. All right, the audience, they ain't got no energy tonight. Okay, how can I find it? You got to find a subject matter in your head to find where they are. All right. When you find where they are, you might have one joke on that, but then you got the improv off of that one joke to keep them laughing. So the more times you're on stage, the better you will be as a comedian and be able to think on your feet. So it's just staying on stage as much as you can, going to any open mics, working out material, any shows you go do a guest spot on, just staying up there.
Okay, thank you for the advice. Now, have you ever had anybody steal your material?
Oh yeah, I got phone calls. Twan, you was in North Carolina last night. I was where? Man, you was in North Carolina last. I want to say, believe me, you won't, but your jokes was. So.
Oh man. So how do you deal with something like that?
Take it as flattery, man, that you did such a good job. They want to take your material. I got plenty more in store. You just keep writing stuff down every day. You keep writing every day. Premises, something you think is funny, work it out on stage. If it don't work, throw it away, think of something else. So
Yeah, I definitely dealt with that really early in my career. I was like, me and James was like, oh my,
Yeah.
we got the table, like, oh my God. Oh my God.
Especially if you live in a town where you have, say, major more comedians doing more work, or you got a major comedian person in your city, your town. They might come by the open mics, or they might come by certain comedy nights and watching younger comedians go on stage, and they be like, "Oh, shoot, that's funny, huh? That's funny." You know, put that in my
Put
pocket.
that right in my pocket. Yeah. That's going
They
home
do
with
it all.
me.
I've seen on a number of occasions where comedians do it. Like they do it all the time.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you go into a city, man, going to a look. Here, a guy says something funny, and saying, I'm taking that because you already on a certain level. And you
Right.
take it, and the rule is once they put it on TV, hey, it's theirs.
It's theirs, yeah, and that's how I took it because the person was a better known name than me, and
Yeah.
we was working stuff before, and now that just kind of it just you live and you learn. So I think you just have to have a tough skin in any
Yeah.
one of these businesses, especially comedy.
Oh, I'm about to sneeze.
God, God bless
Hey,
you
look.
anyway. bless you,
Right.
bless you anyway. Ain't nothing wrong, ain't
Yeah.
nothing worse than that.
Well, I had a little cold the last couple of days.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad that you found some time to spend with us.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
gonna go ahead and hand it over to James.
I think that with comedy, it has the power to heal. It has the power to
Mhm.
heal, and
Uh-huh.
obviously to challenge. So, like, what responsibility do you feel like you have as a comedian, in today's cultural climate?
Well, today, comedians are like news reporters, rappers. When you're putting out information on the stage, we just take the real, and the way a rapper would do, just put it in that rhyme. We just
Right.
take it the real, just make it light and funny of it, but still putting the information out, but just put the little twist on it for it to be funny. But you also capture the realness of what we're saying, or the observation of a certain situation that might be highlighted in the news, but we're taking it but making it funny. But you have to listen. You know what I'm saying, to making you aware of a situation.
Absolutely. Like, who are the comedians? I'll even say past and present. Like, who are the comedians that influenced your style? And what do you feel like you took from them?
Really, it's really two. Really, is Robin Harris and Bernie Mac.
Okay. And we actually had Robin Harris's nephew on the platform.
Sean.
Yep, friend to the show.
Yeah.
And then because they can't, I can't talk, and they couldn't either. Robin Harris, Robin Harris. Put a camera, look there. You can't see it and hear the stories. The reason why Hollywood was so afraid to get behind them, because the in the office kind, the white leadership, far as Hollywood, always said they couldn't understand what he was saying.
Yeah.
But for Black culture, we know exactly what he was saying. We could be having a conversation. I could be like, "Hey, you just doing that? Hey, boy, that what?" Fully understood what we're saying, but they can't understand. That's how Robin Harris was, because they couldn't understand the way his vernacular, the way he talked, that they couldn't understand. And that's me sometimes. I got soup coolers. I'm from Virginia. Got big lips. Sometimes my words don't come out right.
Right.
But we all know what I'm trying to say.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Bernie Mac was somewhat the same way. Look at him.
Yeah.
So those really are my two guys that I really, was influenced by.
I got you. Like, one of the things that we do, especially when we have comedians and whatnot on the platform, we like to really honor, kind of like, in a sense, like legends and lineage. When we think about cultural impact and comedy, names like Richard Pryor, who made vulnerability revolutionary. You got Eddie Murphy, who turned charisma into superstardom. You got Martin Lawrence, who blended physicality with cultural commentary, and then people like Dave Chappelle who challenged audiences, to think while they're laughing. Like each of them brought truth to the stage in their own way. So just asking you, what do you see in yourself, or where do you see yourself within that lineage?
I tell you what, though, James, the way you just put that for every comedian, it needs to be commended once again. The way you blended that. I said, how can I follow up this here question? Because
so eloquent.
Man, the way he take this and put it in his comedy, he take that and splash it with a little sauce, little paprika on it. Antoine, what can woo?
And it's funny, I was just watching Eddie Murphy's special on Netflix a couple days ago.
Well, with me, you might get a blend of everybody you just mentioned, because if it might be a hot topic I want to talk about that's out in the news, and I got jokes on it. It might be something I saw coming to the show, well, which is what we call observational comedy. So mine is a blend of some of everything, but I'm also a physical comedian, but I also get a joke where I'm also telling you a story and got punchlines throughout the whole story with a big ending. So I'm a blend of all. I don't like to say like my style is this, and you come see me, you was all over the stage.
Yeah.
And like he was all over the stage. But when I saw him, he was on the stool half the night. You know what I mean? So I'm a blend of it all. I just don't know. You're gonna laugh, you're gonna have a good time. Just know that, David. Just know that.
Just know that, yeah.
What unique stamp do you feel like you are intentionally, adding or placing within the culture that separates you from everybody else?
It's just my ability to connect with the audience, my ability to show everybody that we all think the same, do crazy stuff, because we the only ones to get on stage and just say, you be like, oh my God, I do the same thing. I didn't even know it. And to go out there, man, let you know life is all right. Whatever you're going through for the day, man, take this little ride, this little hour ride on me on stage, and let go and relax and let your conscience be free. Get down to what the sounds of Antoine Scott.
Yeah. Now, you know, I was going to say EPMD. But listen, man, I think it's dope. Like comedy, we enjoy bringing comedians onto the platform. Like comedy is everything. And I see myself even more getting into watching the specials and stuff now. Like I used to watch them all the time with Bruce and so many people back in the days. And then I think that like for a good 10, 15 years, I kind of fell off of watching a lot of the specials. And now I'm seeing more. Obviously, it seemed like Cat Williams got a special on Netflix every other week.
Yeah.
What's her name? Samora just dropped one yesterday on Netflix. Yeah, she just had one hit yesterday on
Mike Epps just had one.
Yeah, Mike Epps. I just watched it about 2 weeks ago.
So now I don't know if he was going. I didn't mean to cut you off, but I don't
know. No, you good.
Even going this direction. It's like seriously, since my comedy special came out in January, man, everybody got a comedy special coming out.
Yeah.
When I say everybody, all the time I'm flipping through, my feed, or everybody I follow as far as comedians, theirs coming on February. Theirs coming on as Apple TV. Everybody got a comedy special coming out. But that's why you got to keep pushing mine, which is on Folsom TV. Antoine Scott, same thing I said. You got to keep on pushing what you have out there, because now it seems like everybody is bum rushing all these streaming services. You got so many streaming services.
And it's a good thing, but then it can kind of be a bad thing too, because you got so many people who are putting specials out there, and the reality of the matter is that everybody's not putting the same level of quality and work into their specials.
Right.
Some people are just throwing them up. So I think it's definitely dope what you have. You said you're going to be on Prime too, right?
Yes, it's coming to Prime. Also coming to Tubi. Also.
Okay. Man, Tubi has grown so much. Like I remember one point, you'll watch movies on Tubi and the dead person will be moving. or shit
Yeah.
like that.
They be like, pow,
And it's like,
you know,
they
like,
have
whoa,
grown
you know?
tremendously, and they're getting a lot of dope, content. We've had people on here just in terms of like cast for movies and whatnot, of Tubi movies, and they're doing really, really good. So I think that's a good look, with you being on Tubi as well.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you about it. It's like whenever someone sees someone doing something, it's like everybody run to it. So it's like one person did a comedy special and it's like everybody like, oh, I'm about to make me some money. It's like a monkey see, monkey do. How do you stay on top of being like a trendsetter in the comedy game?
You gotta keep grinding. You gotta keep grinding, keep finding opportunities, keep finding what's new, what's different, even if it's on your social media platforms. What are new tools they have you can use to better do your content on Instagram. My thing is Look At You, that I do videos I do on social media. And you just gotta keep at it. But in a sense, you can't this is just my personal opinion, you can't allow these phones and social media to run your life. And that it comes with a double-edged sword. Now, if you say, well, I won't put this phone down sometimes.
Yeah.
You got other people out here that's gonna be on their phones 24/7 creating content. So you might get behind the power curve because you actually putting in more work. But some people like myself, I'm grown. I don't want to be on the phone 24/7.
Yeah. So we see that a lot of people after they have their comedy specials, they have people in an uproar. We saw people walking out of Netflix with Dave Chappelle. We've seen Mike Epps having to apologize to Nicki Minaj and different people. Have you had anybody calling for any apologies or anything since your special has come out?
Nope.
He said, nope.
He said, nope. He said, that ain't nothing I gotta worry about, huh?
It's almost like you need to, because y'all know how it is. This day and age, everything is negativity. If you ain't got nothing
sensitive, like
negative, something negative, or you ain't saying something about somebody to make people want to watch, but you have to stand on what you believe.
Yeah, I just think people are just so damn sensitive, and like even in respect to Mike Epps and the Nicki Minaj situation, like I saw it and I'm like, I didn't even see nothing. I didn't see anything wrong with it or whatever. And I mean, even if somebody felt like something was wrong with it, I didn't see the purpose of apologizing.
Well, she been tripping on everybody lately, so
right,
exactly.
Like you just went on a whole ass rant talking about somebody's baby, and
that's what I just really don't, don't understand. And she, up under Trump's nuts, and it's just ridiculous. Like she didn't build the
like, she got me off guard with that one too.
I'm just like, what the hell, like she's just, and it's sad to see people go out that way, but it's expected. What do you think about people that say, well, I don't want to view content if this person doesn't believe in what I believe in, or I'm not going to support this movie or this song because this person's on a different political, has a different political stance than me. How do you feel about that?
That is just the way of the world. That's just the way of the world. Everybody has their own. If you really look at social media or podcasts, anything, we're all stating our opinion on something. Regardless of what we're talking about, is how your opinion on the sensitive crowds. Everybody got their own take on stuff, and we're all gonna agree to disagree. We're all made different. We had different upbringings. We all like macaroni and cheese different. I mean,
yeah,
people get mad. I like the macaroni and cheese, I like mine burnt on the top.
Right.
I want the burnt. I want that. Give me that burnt corner. I want that burnt corner right there.
Right
there.
People
like, man, that's nasty, man. How you like that burnt piece, man? And people will get mad because you like the burnt. That's what I like, though. But how you like the burnt stuff, man? You don't supposed to eat that. That got bad cholesterol in the burnt piece. But that's just what I like, man.
That's just what I like. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like that too. I feel like if people really knew how many people, are secretly against you or, secretly supportive of this or whatever, we would not watch anything. We would not
Yeah.
watch or stream anything. You can't like let all that stuff go. Like I think people
Yeah.
get too up in arms with that, with the I don't want to watch this person because listen, y'all still be watching Fast and Furious knowing Ludacris was at Trump's inauguration. Like, calm down. Like it ain't that deep. Okay.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I wanted to know, how has your comedy evolved from when you first started to where you are now?
First, I stopped cussing as much. That's number one.
Listen, what brought that on?
Yeah,
for you to stop cursing as much?
When I started to watch, like, ooh, great day. Lord, I'm just cussing to be cussing. When somebody telling you that, man, and I had a comedian tell me one time, it was a white comedian, a headliner. I was the host at my home club, which is a Richmond Funny Bone. He said, man, they come to you like, I want to tell you how to do your material. He said, but just try doing it, but just try using less profanity. So when you start to really see yourself and you S and then the F and then the GD and then the S, and he's like, man, I ain't have to say that right there. Like, and you start to really listen to yourself, realize you don't have to use that much profanity doing it. But for each his own again. Some comedians like using profanity a lot and emphasizes on their jokes. They like that burnt piece of macaroni and cheese. I done digress from the burnt piece of macaroni and cheese. I want the centerpiece now where it's a little more golden brown.
No, I really think that that's something that comes with wisdom and age. Like I notice a lot of people, especially like musical artists, when they, start making music, 10 years down the line, you'll see them tone down, especially on the curse words. My sister is so funny. She in here. Hey, Katia. She stopped cussing like 10 years ago, probably longer than that. But she comes up with her own curse words. So you will be thinking she about to cuss and she be shut the front door. And I'll be like, oh, wait a minute. That's fine. Like, that's cool. You ain't nothing but a little snitch. I'd be like, oh, that's not bad. So it's something, but she did it for religious reasons because she said, she felt like cursing is, you put a curse on somebody, you put negativity out in the world, and that's something she don't want to do. So I'm going to work on that as well. I do be having a little bit of a potty mouth, but I noticed in my comedy, sometimes that can muddle up your joke, or it could kind of make your punchline not as if effective, because you're putting so many different, words in front of it. Say what you mean what you say. So I definitely agree with you on that. Has there ever been a time that you bombed on stage, or people didn't react how you expected them to react to a joke? Can you tell us about a time like that?
Well, I never bombed on stage, knock on wood. But I've had sets that didn't go great. I can recall a set. It was in my home. That was in a place called Hopewell, Virginia, and I had T.K. Kirkland with me.
We just saw him a couple.
We just saw him. Yep.
Yeah, because I used to feature for him at a couple of Funny Bones, and he still was in town. I picked him up, brought him to the crib. I'm all excited. I'm headlining this show, and took him with me. And this one I was using like music cues in my act, whatever. And still young in the game, didn't know how to flip it when the music don't run right, because get on stage, the DJ was drunk.
You know how that go.
That wasn't going right. And I kept cracking jokes on the venue. And dude yelled out, man, stop cracking on the man, tell some jokes. So I'm telling myself stuff, it won't go on right. They chuckles here, chuckles there. It was a terrible set. I went on stage. I was feeling myself a little bit. Had on a blazer. Had on some shades. What? I thought I arrived, baby. I thought I was Antoine Scott has arrived.
Yes.
So, but luckily, TK ended up going up after me and kind of, did his thing for about 15 minutes. Being TK, smashed it. We get back in the car. he he said, Antoine, what was up with the motherfucking shades? Why did you put the shades on?
You thought you was too cool for school.
That was so funny. I still laugh to this day about that. Antoine,
that sounds just like him. Yeah, we just saw him at the Funny Bone in Cleveland. So that's another person that's a good friend to the show. You sound like you know, have a good time on stage, and you know, you have a great career. What kind of legacy do you want to leave beyond the laughter?
Do you live life to the fullest? You know, when you're gone, you're gone.
So that's what you want. So when people come and they see you, you know, they support you for years, and you know, and that's what their lasting impression of you.
Live your life to the fullest. When you're gone, you're gone. If you think about when the last time, unless somebody bring it up in a conversation, somebody who's passed, who brings it up? If a Bernie Mac, a Richard Pryor, Red Fox, Robin Harris, John Witherspoon, they're not, realistically, you're not thought of.
Right.
No matter how famous you are, you're not thought of until, for them, if you're watching a movie, like, oh man, John Witherspoon was a funny guy. And once that scene is gone, out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah, I was going to say out of sight, out of mind.
So no matter how much money you have, or whatever the case might be, once you're gone, you're gone. You're going to be celebrated that one day on social media with your picture. Shout out to such and such, man. Oh, man, my boy gone. R.I.P. Blah, 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 blah. That day, after that, they on with their regular post the next day. Now I said, live your life to the fullest. When you're gone, you're gone. People still gotta live. They still gotta live their lives. They still got bills to pay. Comedy shows for comedians gotta go do. Singers gotta go sing. Drummers gotta drum. Guitar gotta play. Life goes on. So live your life. Live your life to the fullest. And that's when your name do come up, they can sit back and laugh or grin or just say something nice about you for that conversation that might last for 5 minutes.
And see, you talk about John Witherspoon. Have you seen that people been putting him on their shower curtains in the bathroom from Friday when he was in there? That's the new thing. everybody got him in the bathroom. So you know, Pops, he living on, you know, in one way or another. But yeah, I definitely agree with that. You know, we here for a good time, not a long time. So make it count, because when that casket closed, baby's closing on you and you alone. Okay.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. I love the fact that you speak about following your passion, and that's really that's basically what Kent and I are living. I know, you know, looking at your journey and just the path that you have followed and the trail that you have blazed for people and yourself as well. It really shows that you have been a proponent of that and living your passion. And for us, that's what it means to be transcending the culture. Like, we try to bring people here on the platform who are doing that very thing and who are doing things to inspire other people. Transcending the culture, like, what does that mean to you?
You know, it means a lot. You know, you want to transcend where other that come behind you can be better than what you were. You know, I try to pass on information to younger comedians to about their jokes, material, professionalism, your character. You know, show up to shows on time, being prepared. You may have to do it, the headliner running late feature. You got to do 30 minutes instead of 20.
Yeah.
You might think to yourself, they ain't number 10 minutes. Woo! Boy, the extra 10 could be a long time when you
Yeah.
You okay? Or the feature running late, and the feature and the headliners running late because they're driving together. There's the host who used to doing 5 to 7. You got to take that 7 and stretch it out to 15.
Yeah, I was going to say, now you got to do 15.
You woo-hoo! Well, it's a long time when they first sat down, taking off coats, ordering food, getting drinks. They got to get warm because it's cold outside. You got to...
Like how long did it take you to really be able to craft your set to the point where when those things happen, and I know that they happen more times than less, like how long did it take you to craft your set to where you can stretch it out and, you know, continue to keep people laughing?
It's just when you keep, not mentioned before, you keep writing and you keep coming up with different jokes, and all kind of jokes are just in your head.
Yeah.
You got your jokes, that's stamped in your head, some of your great jokes, and you just got stuff. You can look at somebody, you come to a point, you can look at somebody, it reminds you of a joke you might have done in years. Or you can look at somebody, it reminds you of this joke or that joke, and just having the ability to just relax when you're up there. Or you start getting nervous if the crowd is just not laughing to what you think they should be laughing like to, or loud enough or long enough, or whatever the case is. So just relax. Just keep on jabbing. Keep on jabbing. Keep on jabbing. Hit that body a little bit. Hit that body a little bit. Keep on jabbing.
Right.
And then laugh to go ha ha. Ha ha ha.
Right.
Man, they're crazy, man. They're crazy. You gotta keep jabbing.
Yeah.
Like, in the beginning, you start getting nervous. You keep jabbing, like they ain't laughing, and your mouth getting dry. Boy, y'all crazy. It was hot outside today.
That's when you order another bartender, another Hennessy on the rocks, please.
Right.
Please and thank you. We have a question from the comments. It says, "What's the funniest joke someone made about you? Have you had someone make a funny crack about you?"
Oh man, I was get, boy. You look like Kevin Hart. That's all I ever. That's the only thing I ever get, man.
That's you, funny.
You like a stronger looking Kevin Hart.
Not a buff Kevin Hart. Dang, they got you with that one.
That's why I get all the time.
Like how do you deal with that?
Go ahead. I was just gonna say I had somebody crack on me. I remember when I was about 300 pounds. And I had on some of them little, them little ballet slippers people wear after the club. You like, girl, I'm putting my feet hurt. I'm putting these little slippers on for my purse. And this girl said, "Girl, you too fat to wear flats." Oh, dang, I can't wear flats now.
Now the question is, how did you come back on her?
I was a little walking a little, when you fat, you walk a little outward, a little pigeon toe, not knee. So when I looked down, when she said it, everybody looked down, my feet looking like this, legs, not knees, not. I mean, everybody fell out. And on that day, I said, I'm gonna show you, girl. I'm gonna get on my diet because you did just lick something up under me because I'm gonna wear my flats, dang it. Okay. So what Jay say? So did you crack back on them, or what you have to say? Because after that, I was trying to fight. I ain't even had no jokes at that time. I was all fisticuffs. Okay, I wasn't. No, I wasn't playing.
Be after a show all the time. I hear like every show. This is every show. This is like every show.
Okay, shout out to Ready Red for the question. Thank you, Transcender. Send your questions in. Don't forget, you can always ask questions to our guest. Go ahead, James. I'm done with my shenanigans, I guess.
I was just gonna say, I think that this conversation has been good. And again, in general, just with talking about following your passion, pivoting to something else, if you've been doing one thing or you've been in another industry or field and that it's something that you really want to pursue. Like if there's somebody out there watching tonight who feels like they're afraid or they're unable to pursue their passion, like what do you say to somebody like that?
Just keep on going. You can't listen to the naysayers. They're gonna get mad at you because they ain't pursue their dreams.
And that's usually what it is. People are talking in reference to what they feel like they wanted to do. And chose not to do. They
couldn't do, especially when they see you up there. Man, could be singing or playing an instrument, or even being a comedian. Most of the time, the people who heckling, they want to do what you do.
Yeah,
they don't have the courage.
They don't have the courage. It's another thing of getting up there and having the jokes and the know how to work this craft as comedian, but it takes courage and not being afraid of being in front of an audience. As you know, public speaking is one of the most feared things a person is public speaking. And most folks, they can't get up there and do that. So they're afraid. So then they want to pick on you or say something to you because they too afraid to get up there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah,
I feel like when people want to be above you, instead of rising above, they try to push you down. That's the easy thing.
yeah.
It's
Easy way
easy to push
to
you
do it.
down, but it's harder to rise up to the occasion. So
Mhm.
you know, it's when you have it, you have it. And that's why you're here now.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So I got a list of rapid fire questions that we usually do with people when they come onto the platform. So let's see. Where shall I start? Who's the first comedian that made you laugh uncontrollably?
Bernie Mac.
Okay. Tell me a joke that you wish that you wrote.
A joke I wish that I wrote. That's a good one. I don't really have no joke.
That's a good one.
I wish I wrote. That's a good one. I don't have no joke.
Okay, we'll leave that. Yeah, we'll leave that one to the side. Pre-show rituals. What do you do before your shows?
Relax. Music.
Okay.
Yeah, relax with some music. Some old school on. I'm ready to go.
Okay. Off stage, are you introvert or extrovert?
Introvert.
Okay. One word to describe your grind.
It's a marathon.
Absolutely. What's a dream venue for you to headline?
A dream venue in the headline. My hometown, the Altria Theater.
Okay. Legacy or longevity?
Longevity. I won't tell these jokes when I'm 100 years old.
Finish this sentence. When the mic is in my hand, I feel.
I'm a killer, baby. I'm a killer. I'm a killer. Whoa, God. I want y'all peeing on yourself out there. Oh, whatever.
Outside of, I'll say off stage or outside of comedy, who is Antoine Scott?
Chilled. Introverted. In the house. Oh, was something behind that? Oh, there was something behind.
No, I thought you were going to say something else.
We was all like this.
Right. I thought you were going to say something else. I'm like, let me not cut him off.
All the introvertedness in all of us came out in that moment. We all just start staring.
Right. Now, listen, man, like I said in the beginning, like I truly appreciate you coming on the platform. Like tour wise, like what is your touring schedule looking like? Or are you still doing the Funny Bones?
Yeah, right now I'm in Dallas, Texas this Friday at TK's Comedy Club. Friday, next week, taping Nate Jackson's Comedy Jam. Nate Jackson's coming out with a new version of the Def Comedy Jam.
Oh wow. Okay.
And we're doing a taping next week. I was one of the ones that made it on the new season, the first season. I know you got myself, you got Carlos Miller, you got Mojo Brooks, you got Chico, you got Smokey Suarez and Rob Stapleton on New York, you got Tony Roberts, Rodney Perry, you got K-Dub Walker, BT Kingsley, you got my girl Paris Sachet out of DC, my girl Ray Diva from Baltimore. It's a whole lot of comedians, man. It's gonna be a banger first season. Yeah.
That is really, the crazy thing is I hadn't really heard too much about that. Like that is really, really dope. And you've said a number of those people we've had on the platform, but you speak of so many people who are a part of that, who are like, to us, like they are huge in comedy, like Mojo Brooks. Like I've been watching all the stuff that he's been doing, and he was at Miss Governor, and like that dude is really, like, he's really, really popping. But everybody on that list that you just mentioned is like this is gonna be dope.
You got I know CP from out of the West Coast. CP, you got Lance Woods, Black Ron. God, it's just so many dope comedians gonna be on the platform. Just Niche, Takara Williams.
Oh wow, yeah, Takara's doing. She was here a few months ago.
Yeah.
So you're taping. So you're gonna be taping soon. Like when will we be able to see it?
We're taping next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So as no telling when it's gonna come out, but I'm pretty sure Nate's gonna make sure it's properly advertised.
Okay.
But
No,
also don't forget you got Antoine Scott right now.
Absolutely, man.
Awesome TV, produced by Steph Riley Productions. See how I said that?
Yeah, I'm listening to it.
I like the enunciation on that.
Right.
Yes. Using them soup coolers, I see.
I think it's dope,
you
man.
see it.
Now we appreciate you, man. I think it's dope. Anything that you really want to get out there with the conversation tonight? And of course, how can people follow you outside of Instagram? Is the Antoine Scott?
Yes, follow me on Instagram, the Antoine Scott. Facebook is Antoine Scott Comedy. YouTube is Comedian Antoine Scott. The TikTok thing, these new little rules they got, I ain't clicked that I agree button over there. So that's just standing alone over there by itself right now. I ain't had it in a minute since that new little thing popped up. I was like, whoa.
Right.
But I want to thank you all for having me on your platform, having me on the show. Much appreciated.
Absolutely, man.
Please follow me on all my social media platforms. Please go out, watch the comedy special. Same thing I said on Folsom TV. Thanks for anybody who ever brought a ticket. And thanks to all who all supported me. And thanks for having me on the show.
Listen, I'm going to pull the special up tonight and actually watch. I ain't got nothing to watch tonight. So I'm going to actually pull that up and watch the special so that I can definitely be in the know on that. I appreciate you for coming on, man. What we do, when we bring people on, we like to build that relationship so that anytime they feel like they want to get on or if they got something they want us to put out there, like all you got to do is reach out to us. So we consider you to be like family to the network. So we appreciate you, man. Definitely want to have you on again, obviously when the time allows. But thank you.
Thank you so much. You family now.
We family.
cousin Pete. That's cousin Pete.
Right there for sure.
James the Cat Twan coming to town.
We got
thank you so much, man.
We're gonna get the spare room ready and get you your family reunion shirt. We got you.
Right. and bring the mac and cheese that's burnt.
Bring the mac and cheese. I'm gonna bring the
right.
You get the corners. I'm gonna get the middle. I got y'all. Thank you.
All right, man. Thank you so much.
Appreciate it. Have a good night.
All right, man. You have a good night.
All right.
Definitely good. I appreciate him for coming on.
He's so funny.
We appreciate you guys for being attentive, being in the comments. Katia, always love. Thank you so much for all the comments. Ready.
We got Reese, Tangy. We had a lot of new viewers too. Shout out to all the new viewers.
There's a lot of people on here. Like, this is dope.
I'm saying, y'all coming
Reese was
through.
on there. Thank you, Reese. I saw a lot of familiar faces, but I saw a lot of names on there.
A lot of different new names. But
I think that's dope.
What's up, y'all? What's up? It's time for what?
So listen, what we finna get in the cat got your tongue?
It's time for cat got your tongue, right?
Listen. So I guess we starting off with the Fantasia.
We starting off with the family. Business now, y'all. James family. I ain't talking about me and Katia. We good. We good, baby. We talking about the Barrino side. The Barrinos. If y'all don't know James, other side, not my side, even though I always be like, y'all know Fantasia, my cousin, because that's my cousin's cousin. But they've been acting up. They've been
you stupid.
Fanny, Casey, and JoJo, all of them my cousins. I don't care. So I hope they when I see them and I could go for a hug, they ready. Because I'm part of the family now. I'm part of the family now.
Listen, no matter what, they're gonna be ready. I'm gonna keep it all the way funky. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's a big situation. So
I don't know. I just think
go ahead. I was gonna give our viewers a little overview of what is going on, and then we'll get into how we feel or our opinions on it. So guys, there has been some talks within Fantasia's camp of some missing money, some misused funds. And basically we have a lot of people pointing fingers at each other. We do see this happen often with families, especially when they have, different family members involved. Family members have access to certain accounts. So right now, I guess they have some financial team, combing through and seeing what is gone and how people have misappropriated funds. Now, we have Fantasia's father and a lot of her family that are standing behind him are pointing fingers at her husband. And then we have her husband and quite possibly, allegedly, some of the advisors are saying, the father and maybe that part of the family has been, misusing the funds and the money. Fantasia has not come out and exactly said who has appropriated the funds, but ever since then the family has been feud, the family has been going at it. So it started with Fantasia's father making some wild accusations against her husband on social media, and these were posted on their social media pages, basically saying that her husband is a fraud, he always wanted her money, he's been after her money, he wants to leave her, and that he's going to divorce her and steal all her money. That is what her father said. So the quiet Fantasia came out and she said, Papa, no. Don't mess with my man.
I love your
She said,
commentary.
she said, nay. No, don't mess with my man. So Fantasia put documents on her father's. Y'all, she posted his old charges and mugshots of crimes that he has committed in his past. So she is basically insinuating that my husband is not the criminal. You are, Papa. So it's just very, very strange that because she always stays very silent, even when getting into it with family members. We've seen her brothers say some different things and different people in the media. She's always kept quiet. But I guess when it comes to her man, she's not playing no games. So now today we actually have the husband speaking out. And the husband actually came out and said, actually, y'all aren't privy to this information, but I actually signed and requested a prenup before we got married because I wanted it to be no question of whether I was after her money or not. And we are happy. They said they're rumored to be about to renew their vows. So it's safe to say that the husband and Fantasia are, staying together on this stance. So we every day we have different family members coming out with and these are official statements, guys. These are coming from their social media. It's coming from the PR. And everybody is really just up in arms over this missing money. And I have heard allegedly that nobody will be that Fantasia doesn't feel comfortable saying who did it and kind of is going to let whatever go. So I'm not sure if we will ever really know who stole the money or misappropriated funds, but it has everybody, it had James' whole family in uproar. So James, what's going on? What you think?
I like how you just. I like how you put that.
James.
I like how you
James
put
didn't
the
take
stamp
the
on.
money.
I like how you put the stamp on the end of it and said, "Just go ahead, James' whole family."
James' whole family in an uproar. I'm gonna call them and say James didn't stole y'all money, y'all. It's really y'all cousin James. At the end of the day, that's who this stole the money. We about to run off and spend it, okay?
So I don't even know where to start because I mean, keeping it all the way funky, like it's not like I've known that side of the family or that side of the Barinos my whole life. Like because I haven't, like I've only been connected with them or to them since it may have been like 2012. It may have been like 2012 or somewhere around there. And like there's Barinos all over. So the family is that huge that I mean they're in North Carolina, South Carolina, some are in DC, some are in Georgia, or like in Atlanta. Like 1 million of them are in Canton and Akron. Down there where you at. It's a ton of them. Like if you look, I mean they don't really have yellow pages and white pages and all that stuff anymore now. But I mean if you look, like it's a ton of them in Canton and in Akron. So I didn't necessarily know a whole lot of them in Akron and Canton growing up, but there's also those that are in Cleveland. So, and my mother, her siblings, my cousins, and all of that. So when she went on Idol, it's like we knew, but nobody really questioned it or like pursued it or whatever, because I think from our standpoint, Like, and when I say our standpoint, I'm like immediate family and whatnot. Like, we looked at it more like, well, they gonna think you want something, or you want some money, or you out to get something or whatever. So we just didn't really pursue it or anything like that. So somebody reached out to us like around 2012, 2011, somewhere around in there, and was like, it's a family reunion going on. We want to meet the family. We want all of the family to get together. Those who don't know each other meet each other and all of that jazz. So that was kind of how we got connected. So I built relationships and all of that kind of stuff, you know, obviously having talked to her, and I've done media events where she was there and we talked and all that stuff briefly. I've actually talked to the husband, you know, at the last event, the event that you and I went to, the thing in Atlanta, the women's conference.
Yeah, the
So when we went
women's
to the
women's
conference,
expo.
yeah, so the women's expo, like the year before, maybe I went and she was there, and we had talked and connected, and you know that it was like the year that her book came out. So that year, like I, you know, of course, talked to her there, and I had talked to her before that as well, but talked to her there, talked to her husband, all that jazz. So I think because I'm not, I guess, as close to the family, or you know, on that side or whatever, I don't really know like all of the inner workings or anything. I do know that there have been issues, I think, in terms of her and her father. And while I don't know all the details, a lot of it appears to have centered around, like, you know, the fact that he managed her when she first came out and whatnot. And maybe for the first couple projects or the first few projects or whatever, and then they stopped working together. So I think a lot of it has to do with that. I don't know how much is necessarily tied to like the divorce between him and he and her mother, and just the relationship that obviously, you know, became, or the relationship that obviously came after that. And then, you know, the lack of a relationship, or the relationship or lack thereof that he had with her grandmother. And like, I just think that there's a whole lot of stuff. And again, I don't know all the details and all of that kind of stuff, so I can't really speak on any of that stuff. But what I do feel is that it's just bad business. Like, even if you feel a certain kind of way, I just look at it like, as a parent, like you could go hard for your kids or whatever, but to have it all out in the media and the public and all of that kind of stuff, and to me, like, it puts even more of a stain on her name than already is there. And
it's like, she didn't need that. She didn't
it's
need
like
that,
it
and
puts more of a,
especially
yeah, it puts more of a
with
stain on her.
her stance, which she didn't really want to make a big fuss about it, but
And the thing is,
you know,
he's been saying stuff about the husband for a long time. Like,
yeah,
this
I know,
ain't nothing.
yeah. It,
Like,
it has been a big rift between them for years. A lot of
yeah.
people
I
know
mean,
that. So
he said, I mean, he's made comments and whatnot before. So it's like, when I saw him making the comments, because of course, you know, we're on each other's Facebook page and all of that stuff. So when he made some comments like a few days ago, I didn't think too much of it. I mean, I looked at it and I was like, oh shit. I'm like, oh, here we go. Here we go. And I was like, okay, well, let me not like nothing or nothing like that, because I'm like, let me not like nothing. So I just kind of
you
let it
ain't
go,
picking
because my
sides, you
thought was
know.
that I was like, well, she not going to respond, which is probably a good thing. She ain't going to respond. But then when I saw her respond today, I was like, oh shit, the shit that hit. Well, actually, before she even responded, it was on Ricky Smiley yesterday. And Gary with the T was talking about it.
Gary with the T.
Yeah, and you know how Gary with the T, because I sent it to
Gary
you.
been having some interesting tea lately too.
Yeah, but I sent it to you in a text message like, man, Gary with the T going in.
Yeah.
So, and then when he played the audio on the radio, I was like, oh shit, like, it's gonna hit the fan. But I don't know why. I still didn't really expect her to comment though, because she don't really comment on a whole lot of stuff. Like, all of the goofy shit that be out there, she don't really comment on all that stuff. She usually take the higher road. So when she responded, I was just like, and I think my sister sent me the text with the response, and then that's what made me look it up, because I've been running around all day, so I hadn't really seen nothing. My sister or my mother or somebody sent me the screenshot of the Facebook post or the Instagram post that she had up or whatever. But then she has since taken that post down. I didn't look at Kendall's page and see like what he had put up or whatever, because I'm not really vested in it and all that stuff. Obviously, it's a whole lot of drama, a whole lot of unnecessary drama. I just hope that somewhere along the way they could work it out. And they kind of have had their ups and their downs and all of that kind of stuff. Because like when she did The Color Purple, like around that time, like they was up, then they was down. So like when she was doing the promo or the press run for that or whatever, it kind of shocked me when he was at some of the stuff with her or whatever.
Yeah, yeah, because people were talking about, oh, it's so nice to see a reconciliation with them, and and then it just seemed like it's
But it's
always just be this rift, this original rift, just keep, that original wound between them just seemed like it just keep opening up,
it's always been some kind of a rift. Like, they'll have events and all of that kind of stuff. And it might be like family reunion or go down for the holidays or for New Year's and all that kind of stuff. And we've gone down a couple times because we actually went, let me see, my aunt died 2 years ago, maybe. So we went that year actually, or like 3 years ago. Either way, we went down there to North Carolina to High Point. And we've gone to a family reunion down there, and then we, sometimes I'll go down like around New Year's or whatever, because his birthday is on December 26th. So usually he'll have like a birthday party and then a New Year's Eve party. Like it usually be something for New Year's or whatever. Or they be celebrating all of it kind of at the same time. So I've usually gone, but I go just to go and to, build a relationship with a different family. Like I've met a lot of family who be there, they live in Atlanta and whatnot. So then when I go to Atlanta, then, I can kind of kick it with them or go see them and that kind of thing. And my whole thing has just been kind of building the connection and whatnot. So it's never really been centered around, oh, well, Fantasia might be there or whatever, because the reality is that everything that I have gone to, she has not been at any of the stuff. So I'm going with the expectation of seeing her or nothing, because then again, I've done events and whatnot where she's there and have talked to her. So, it's not, that not really that big of a thing. Casey and JoJo sometimes will show up, or Casey will sometimes be at some of the stuff or whatever. But I've never gone for that purpose or whatever. And I think there's a lot of, because he's done a lot to try to connect family and whatnot who don't know each other. So there's a lot of family who will come to the stuff, but they're coming with the intention of seeing her, which I think is what kind of steers her to a lot of the stuff or whatever.
Right. Yeah.
But I do try to keep up with, obviously all of the stuff that she has going on. And, I'll message from time to time and say, congratulations, like I'm happy for you and whatnot. Like when he, I messaged when he did the proposal or the re-proposal.
The re-proposal. Yeah.
I messaged that says, congratulations, I'm happy for y'all and that kind of thing. And I just feel like at the end of the day, if nothing else, like she grown as fuck, like she in her 40s. So like even as a parent, and everybody parents different. So you can't tell nobody how they should do or how they do be with their kids and that kind of thing. But I'm just like at 40 something, like I could feel how I want, like if it was Elijah or what, like I could feel how I want to feel, but at the end of the day, like you grown as fuck, like you got to make your own decisions and you got to roll with it and live with it. And if that really is the case, then hopefully you can figure that shit out. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah,
I question: has there really been misappropriation, or is he just upset because it sounded like he had made some comments somewhere within there too that it's because of him that I'm not working with you no more, or I got fired, or what. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's we don't really know the specifics in it. It's just we getting just some alleged comments and commentary of what's going on. But there was supposed to be some misappropriation, and also Fantasia has always kind of taken care of her family. She kind of reminds me of like a Keisha Cole. Like they come from those big families, and they take care of everybody. And then when you no longer really want to do that as much as you did or on the level you were, people get mad, people get entitled. So it can really be either way. But I hope that they can reconcile and get this back together. But people got to realize when people are married, it's about them. It's really about them. They other families is they say you leave your family and create a new one. So Papa and all y'all that's mad, I'm
yeah, I like you keep saying Papa.
I'm sticking with my man. Okay. So shout out to Fantasia, and we'll keep you guys updated on
Yeah, absolutely.
what goes on in it.
Yeah,
And I did want to talk to you about, the new documentary that came out about America's Next Top Model. Has everybody social
yeah,
media
like
a
they on
buzz.
edge. Like she was mean and she was doing this and she fussing and I'm like, wow.
Yeah, it was a lot of allegations coming out. We have Jay Manuel, and Miss J Alexander coming out speaking about different things that have happened. Miss J Alexander had suffered with a stroke, and had some
Yeah, I
hard
saw
time
that.
walking, and has said Tyra has been hasn't been yet to see him, hasn't been able to come by. And he's saying it's hard for him to taught so many people, including Tyra, how to walk the runway, and now he's having trouble just walking. So definitely prayers up to Miss J for a speedy recovery. But we have everybody speaking out, like all the alums, everything. The only people that aren't speaking out, and it's funny because they said it's the people that are still have careers right now. So we have Eva, we have the
Yeah,
Yayas, the Takaras, like the people that are still kind of really working within the industry are really being tight-lipped. But we have some of the winners. We have a lot of participants. We have people that have been dethroned from winning. We had a deaf and blind contestants, and like it's just really a nightmare what's going on. And Tyra is allegedly, what a lot of people are saying, getting from the documentary, that she's not taking accountability, and that the other judges are. They even had Nigel Barker, the noted panelist and photographer, and all of them were kind of saying, this is what we did, and yes, it was wrong, but Tyra was just, oh, it was a different time. It was a different time. It was a different time. Like, girl, I understand it was a different time, but you got to notice that some of
yeah.
that stuff was wrong. Like, I grew up in that golden reality TV era,
Mhm.
where you had P. Diddy sending people across the bridge for cheesecake. You had Tyra, them
You better
girls was
go get
doing,
that cheesecake from
they better
Junior's.
go get that cheesecake. We had, I mean, even I watched, Pussycat Dolls reality show, and the girls was, y'all better dance and dance and dance. They was dancing well
Right.
into the night. I came from that era of, if you really wanted to make it, especially on these reality shows, they was gonna push you to the limit. So
Yeah.
on one hand, I do understand, being young and the production having control, but also it was that time. And I feel like not to say that people don't have the same work ethic as they used to, because
They
they're
don't.
not being pushed. Well, yeah, I just feel like the younger generation don't. I mean, even watching the Grammys, like, it's that group. I don't know if you know the group called Cat's Eye.
Yeah.
They're a pop group, and they did that popular Gap commercial where they was dancing to Khalees, my milkshake brings out a boy, milkshake brings out a
Yeah.
boy to the yard. The little dance. My nephews got me doing that thing, so I'm over here like, yeah, I like them. But they had a very lackluster performance. I mean, even like I'll look at the Sabrina Carpenters and the Taylor Swifts and stuff. But I tell you, Britney Spears was tight. She was boom cat. Like she was.
Yeah.
I just feel like the newer generation, they don't have that work ethic, and so it's like, I don't know if y'all just being soft or what, but I think that a lot of the arts, and especially like comedy and different things, are being stifled because people are afraid of how things used to be and how things were in the past and things. So
I
it's
agree.
really interesting to see the contrast of the basically top model Me Too movement is really what's going on.
Yeah.
And Tyra is really the scapegoat behind everything. Everybody is basically blaming Tyra. She has had a lot of videos made about her, and even people tearing down her appearance now of how she
Mhm.
looks. And so
Yeah.
it's just very, very strange. So how do you feel about that?
I just, I think I was gonna say I'm on the fence. I'm not really on the fence. I'm kind of like in the middle. Like in one respect, I do agree with Tyra that that kind of was the time. It's reality TV. Like they got to do something to, obviously. I don't want to say make headlines, but they got to build the viewership and the audience.
Yeah.
And like I
And
just
this was a
think
different
that,
time before social media, where they
yeah.
could post
I mean, this
the preview the day before, and everybody going, like, they had to really be doing some stuff for you to want to tune in. Like they had to really capture your attention. It
that's
wasn't,
my point.
it
And
was
I'm not saying
literally
it
a
was
different
right.
time.
I'm not saying
Mhm.
that it was just 100% right, but I just feel like it's kind of what you, and this is the modeling world. And like, this is the modeling
And
world.
this is
Like, if you have
one
been
of the
modeling
toughest
and you've been trying to
businesses.
model, like, don't act like this is not how people were treated. And again, I'm not saying that is right, but I think to like blast her like that, like, I just think it kind of sucks, because that's just kind of what it was. Obviously times have changed. People are so sensitive now, and you're not going to tell me that they're having all these problems that started with Tyra. And then you have, I think a lot of it is people who are not working. Like, they're not working, and they're not getting work. They're not modeling. They're not doing other stuff. And you have people like, and like even Takara, like Takara is pretty much said a lot of the same stuff that I'm saying. She was on somebody's podcast a couple weeks ago, and she was talking about the documentary. The documentary had just come out. It either had just come out or it was getting ready to come out. Like,
it was getting ready, yeah.
And she was in her car when she did had the conversation, and she talked about some stuff. But I think it was also noted that, like, that was the opportunity of a lifetime for a lot of those people. And I don't feel like she should be like blasted the way that she's being blasted, because I think that at the end of the day, like, and none of the other ones either, because I just think that, despite all of that stuff, like, they helped to create something for these people that, hopefully they were able to take that and transcend that into, something else, other businesses.
A lot of them were able to make, with long-lasting careers and work, and have a platform. A lot of them, like you said, Eva has a long-standing career.
Absolutely.
We have Yaya still acting. She's still on Chicago Med. Takara hasn't stopped working. We have some big people that really came out of that. So
absolutely.
It's just unfortunate that, Katia says, I agree with y'all, but she is in an entertainment field. She's working in an entertainment field. She went to a prestigious school and knows. Do you know how hard it was to get into Howard, for her to get into, how competitive it was, and how competitive it was to be in class and prepare these things? Like, if you think that top model was like this is what people in the industry do, and you were given kind of a very fast, short crash course in it, but it was up to you to figure out what you were going to do with it. Now, there was some different things. And speaking of which,
this is on a side note. Katia Hill, you will not be taking all these snazzy ass pictures and shit in gondolas in Italy. And that's my dream. And that is my dream place to go to. You ain't gonna be doing that to me. You ain't gonna be doing that to me, because I understand that, that the relationship is building, but like, come on. Okay, I'm sorry. Go back to what you were saying.
My beautiful sister. And you guys can follow Katia.
I was like, who is singing to her in the gondola, or taking these pictures in the gondola? Like, who is taking this? Like, who is? And she was just. I'm like, who's standing on the edge of the gondola taking all these pictures?
Yes, you guys. You guys can follow all the adventures of my sister down there, Katia. She is an entertainer, model, actress, dancer, everything in one. You guys can follow her on Instagram at k.sunshine, and that's sunshine, SON shine. So definitely follow her. She's going to be posting some more things, some more content of Italy, and some more content with all her travels. Now, she was up in the Italian, spaghetti. That's the best I can do. That's the best. Ravioli. That's the best accent I can do. But yes, mi amore. She was looking so good. And she actually was she actually was posted on some of the travel some travel promotions for Italy. So you guys be looking at her to be showing you guys some of her journey, because she took some wonderful, beautiful pictures that we have been curating and editing for your viewing pleasure. So definitely follow friend, family, transcender, everything above to the show, Katia, because that was, I'm saying, and she like had beautiful pictures in Egypt. Like, she's out in LA now. So we will be getting a lot more content from her. And I'll be posting some of that stuff on my page as well. So you guys can keep up with our own Carmen San Diego, Katia, because you never know where she's going to be next. Okay.
Listen, because the closest I'm going to get to where you went to is the Venetian. And I'm planning on going very, very soon. I will be in Vegas at the Venetian. And I swear to God, I'm going to make everybody think that I'm in Venice.
Hey auntie, glad to see you. So yeah, it's a love Katia, love you guys. K.sunshine on Instagram. And then finally I just wanted to touch on just, this was lovers weekend, so how'd you guys Valentine's Day go? How was everything going? By humbug, let me tell you. And yes, if you guys don't know, I do a little bit of PR for Katia, and also some different curating and editing. So if you're somebody that needs a social media manager, I definitely can do that for you. That's something that I will be offering. So definitely look at Katia's Heels page if you want your page and your followers popping like that. Definitely holler at your girl Kat. And she said, "Thanks, James."
We finna discuss that picture you got going on the PR side.
The PR and editing work. You see that down there, PR and editing. So if you guys need any of that, me and James offer. Those are services that we offer right now. So definitely get in with us. So yeah, I want to get back to Valentine's Day because a lot of couples were posting their photo shoots and their dates, but one couple has Instagram all talking in a buzz. Do you know Lunel and Albie Shore is together?
For real?
Yes.
The
new hottest couple on the block, guys, is comedian Lunel and singer Albie Shore. They have been seen canoodling all over town, posting pictures of them kissing, cuddling, and they had a wonderful Valentine's Day, if anybody was wondering.
I swear you bullshit. Why are you doing that?
I'm dead serious, guys. You can go head over to Lunel's Instagram and you can see all the pictures of her. And it's being said that Albie Shore actually treats her really well. He's really in love with her. They have, from what people are saying, they have excellent chemistry. And he's been out to plenty of shows. He actually flies out and surprises her at different performances. So yeah, he went and flew out and surprised her for Valentine's Day. So y'all, Lunel had a date. And I didn't, and I didn't. Okay, I was my heart broke. Okay, Valentine's Day was not kind to your girl Kat this year. Okay, so yeah, that's really all that I had. Did you have any special Valentine's Day little dates, fun rendezvous? I thought I was, and it's a trend going now where everybody been posting. I could have had, I almost had a good Valentine's Day, and like people been talking about their breakups and things like that. So yeah, guys, it was not great. I got my red on today, trying to be a little bit, in the spirit, but yeah, it was a no-go. So
yeah, well, listen, I have nobody.
Why you say it like that? I don't want nobody. That's how I feel. I don't want anybody right now. I don't want anybody. I'm good. I'm good where I'm at. Okay. So
yeah,
your girl Kat is loving on me and loving my career right now. I'm not worried about no romance. Cupid, shoot me in the butt while I'm looking at some money. Okay. Because I'm in love with the money right now. That's it. And that's all. Okay.
My thing is, my thing, everybody knows I'm on the LGBT side. So, it would be cool to have somebody, but I just feel like with all the stuff that I'm doing and all the stuff that I have happened, I ain't got time for that. And people be playing games, and I don't have time for it. So I just do my own thing and, just meet in the middle when it applies.
I'm saying, I thought I had me a little, let me tell you, girl, thought I had me a little, somebody talking about, oh, come get your gifts, come get your, I'm trying to see.
Right.
See where it's at, because I'm not seeing anything.
Right.
So, we bought humbug for Valentine's Day. But listen,
I'm not even by humbug. I was just bullshitting. I'm not even by humbug. Like, I'm good. I am happy. I am content.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't got no problems, no issues, no worries. Like all is good on my end. And
Okay.
my thing is when it's time, it'll be time.
When it's time, it'll be
It
time.
ain't
And
nothing.
what's for me is for me. That's why I say what's for me is for
Period.
me. And I
What's
don't
for
have to
me is
force
for me.
nothing. I
And
don't have to,
when it's
force
time,
no
it'll be time.
issue. Yeah.
I
I
ain't got
feel
time
like
to be
that.
babysitting motherfuckers. Oop. I ain't
Oh,
got time to
y'all,
be.
look who we got in the building. I know that ain't Crisis. Hey, what
Oh,
up,
what's up? What's up? What's up?
Crisis?
What's up?
Yes,
Listen, listen,
Francis. So
listen.
Crisis, the hardest working
I feel like
man.
we fucking somebody. Crisis that came on. Listen, I feel like we're somebody.
Listen, you guys
Um,
know popular DJ 1079 host. He just hosted a concert, working every single day,
yeah, yeah.
working on 1079. And the funniest thing, you guys have to check out on 1079's page where they had a challenge where they had to bring the funniest item
Uh-huh.
to work. Did you see that? This fool Christ is gonna bring his sleep apnea machine. When I say I cracked up, I would have lost the competition then because I would have been on the floor rolling around. So thank you for stopping by, Crisis. Always love you. We gonna have to connect again because listen, Crisis be he be working. I just be want to be in the building. I be like, listen, I be like, is Crisis in there? Let me
Listen,
Crisis. I be
sometimes it's just
lying.
about
I be
getting
like,
it together. So,
I be like, Crisis said I got seats. I got some tickets in the back. He left for me.
listen,
Listen, I one of the hardest working people I know. Definitely very inspirational. I really look up to him and his career and his work ethic. So thank you so much for coming through. Like that's one of my when I say one of my favorite people in this area industry. Definitely so make sure you guys go follow Crisis definitely on all platforms because he will have you laughing and he will have you at the best events in the area. Okay.
I appreciate Crisis for coming on. My thing is, I stay very low key. So I don't be all at a bunch of events. Like I'm just saying,
you leave
like,
that up to me, okay?
I'm just saying, like, I'm super low key. I don't go to a whole bunch of events. Like, I'm always working and doing something, and like, I'm always doing something. So I don't be at a whole lot of stuff. But I see what people be having going on, like between Crisis and Sam Silk be doing heavy shit.
Yes.
Billy Wheaton is doing heavy shit out there. DJ Low Key. I try to repost people's stuff when I see it and that sort of thing. But the love, especially the local love, like it's always there. Like I try to show love to the people who are here in the city and the people that I know are like really out there hustling. Bijou Star, and I know she don't go by Bijou Star no more. I just said that I know she don't go by Bijou Star no more, but I sent her messages and we message back and forth from time to time because I know she doing her thing. Like it's a lot of people out there who are doing it, and Crisis is one of those. So that's why I said what I said. I'm like, shit, I feel like we fucking somebody if Crisis then came onto the like. I appreciate I appreciate all of the people who are still here, all of the people who've been coming in. Like I'm looking at this comment thing, and it's like 21 comments there. That's still
Yes,
like
listen, we have
really,
a lot of people.
Well,
in the
I'm saying there's 21 comments that I ain't even looked at yet. And I know comments been coming up on the screen, and you've been putting stuff up there. But I appreciate people for checking in because the reality is, like, it's just like how we was talking with Antoine, and he was saying that it's so many people who are doing comedy specials and stuff now because of all of the streaming platforms. And you got Folsom TV, you got Prime, you got Netflix, you got all these different streaming platforms, and there's so many people doing comedy specials now. It's really the same thing with the podcasting game. Like where at one point, like pre-pandemic, I couldn't get one motherfucker to do a Zoom or some shit like that. But then once the pandemic came, it's like everybody doing Zooms, and now it's like everybody doing podcasts. And
I done had people invite me to watch a podcast that haven't even never came and watched mine. So it's just so funny.
And
like
I just feel like, but I don't even necessarily like. I'm saying that to say like I love what we have. Like, see how the numbers jump. Like it was like it was so many people, and then it went down, and now it just jumped all the way back. Like it's people popping in, and I appreciate it because the reality is like we're doing our own thing. We're doing it the way that we see fit, the way that we want to do it,
independently.
Like,
we know it's a lot of
like ain't no crazy shit out there. We talked about the Fantasia stuff, and I don't really talk about the family side. all that often.
Right.
But,
Yeah.
you know, given that, well, shit, they put it. I mean, shit. He the one put it on his Facebook page, and then it went viral, and then she the one responded, and then Kendall responded. So I'm like, well, shit, I guess I gotta really talk about the shit now, because I usually don't really talk about, you know, that side of the family or whatever, just because
Right.
I
It's
just
a
don't.
respect thing, but you
Well,
know,
I
and the
think
thing
it's a
is, you
respect thing, and then I think also, you know, when you have people who have celebrities in the family and that sort of thing, like a lot of times those people kind of use their names to try to.
they're selling stories. We've seen that
It's
with
like they,
you know who went viral? They call him Rilla. Glorilla's Glorilla's you know, stud sister is what they
oh
saying.
shit.
And they call her Rilla. And do you know, she first of all, she went from selling stories about Glow and, you know, causing havoc to now she getting money. She got a 20 versus 1. Like she didn't kind of turn it into something which I'm not even mad at, because now you don't got to call and be on Glow's line asking for nothing. So
Yeah.
I'm glad, you know, she making her own thing. But you know, it just, that's just really how it goes. So I like that our platform, we try to be safe. And
What was
we
your thought on that whole situation? Let me see. It's 8:45. I was gonna say, what was your thought?
I'm gonna say it real quick. For me, I am a type of person where if I got it, you got it. And I feel like if I ever get to a place where I do make money, I'm not gonna take care of my family, but I will have safeguards for people,
Absolutely,
especially the children in my family.
absolutely,
But I will, you know, try to help them in any way I can. But I'm not gonna
absolutely,
be just an ATM for you, and you
absolutely.
not doing something. Like if she have a job and kids and a mortgage, she say, hey sis, I'm behind on my payment, no problem. But you know, they were saying Glorilla's sister wasn't working, you know, she wasn't hustling, she wasn't doing anything, waiting on a
Well, I think
handout. So no, I'm
yeah,
not going to do that. It's a difference between taking care of your family and being there for them. Like if
absolutely,
there's something that I really need, I know I could reach out to anyone in my family and get it. But people, you are not entitled to nobody else's money. You are not
absolutely.
entitled to their stardom. You are not, and families have to realize that you're not entitled to it. Whatever they do is gravy, because we didn't see a lot
But
of
I'm
people
just saying too,
go
like,
broke taking care of their family. We've seen it
yeah,
time and time again.
yeah,
So I see
the
both
Fantasia,
sides.
Fantasia. But I
Yeah.
think,
Hmm.
but I think too that you can't just assume that somebody is a millionaire just because they are a celebrity and they're popular and they're doing all of this stuff, because
Hmm.
you don't, you like, everybody, somebody always trying to count your fucking pockets. And
People
my thing
count
is,
pockets,
you
you
don't know
know.
what all she has to do. You're not even taking into account the tax bracket that she's in for the type of
Hmm.
money that she has made, and then all the people that she got to pay once she make that money. Like at the end of the day, she, like, to me, she probably walking away with $50,000-$60,000 a year, $70,000 a year, just like somebody else that's working a job and making $25 or $30 an hour. And like,
I mean, the streets say
you
Glow
can't.
got some change, and they said she was a little smarter with her contracts than some other people. So they
And
said
maybe
that
she
she
was,
has
and
some
maybe
money,
she was, and then
you
maybe
know.
she was, maybe she's smart with her money or whatever. But that don't
Hmm.
mean that just because she got it, that, and then you don't know the type of relationship that there was before she made it.
And then they also had police reports of her sister actually going to jail for assault on Glorilla. So it's
Yeah.
like you all have a complicated relationship. And it's just like you have to take that into account too. It's a lot of different moving parts, you
And
know, but I
people
do
think that all
feel
that stuff should be erased now because you got money, and like, no.
no, no, that's not how it works. And you know, sometimes you have to, like, especially even with me coming on this platform and elevating my life and my career, even
Yeah,
to the you know, where I think it's a small, you know, a small creator or whatever. I have had to cut off so many people because they do not align with what I'm trying to do. They're
absolutely.
still stuck in the same place, and and I realized every time I was around them, something was happening. I felt uncomfortable. I heard they was saying this about me. They was doing this against me. So I literally had to do that. So I know if I was on that level, that people that have put their hands on me, hell, you ain't gonna have my number to ask me
Yeah,
for no money. No. So I do see both sides of it because I do know people that abandon their family and go act Hollywood. So, you know, we don't know the ins and outs of it, but I'm glad that the sister has
yeah,
made a name for herself. So now you ain't gotta ask Glow for nothing. Okay.
right. Yeah.
So, but that's all I have for Cat Got Your Tongue, guys. Next up,
Listen,
we do have Real Talk with Reese on the platform. So if you guys want to stay tuned, a lot of you guys are watching from the UGD podcasting YouTube. So if you stay on there, Real Talk with Reese will be right up next.
yeah, absolutely. That really, is about all I had too.
And I got to see Reese this weekend. We got to I need to have her send me that picture. We got to post a picture. And they had said all the beautiful ladies on stage, Reese shove me up there, like, get your fine stuff. I love Reese so much. Reese is somebody that just really gives me a lot of confidence, always comes through for me. A really, really good friend. And she's somebody with so much wisdom. So if you're somebody that's really going through something, her podcast is very healing to the soul and just really focuses your life. She's works as a life coach. So you guys definitely check out Real Talker Reese. Hey Ron. And we're glad you're here. Better late than never. You can always rewatch the episode. You can go ahead and rewind and watch it from the beginning if you want to.
Ron, I appreciate you for
we love Ron.
Appreciate you for coming on. Actually, Ron popped on here right at the right time because I was getting ready to put this up. We are actually pre-scheduling a lot of shows. So we have a guest scheduled for next week already. We have not done a flyer for that one yet, but I'll be getting that flyer up very soon. Coming up on March 11th. So you actually got some time to kind of prepare for this, mark the date, all that kind of jazz. We'll definitely get a post going up. But Marcus Divine is going to be coming on the platform. So that actually is the flyer that we have put together, or one of the flyers that we have put together that we'll be putting out. But he's going to be coming on the platform. He has been on the platform before, so he is already UGD family. But we will be having him on March 11th. So definitely mark your calendars. Make sure that you have that set aside. We're going to be doing a lot of different things with the platform. And when I say the platform, I just mean every part of what it is that we're doing. So not just with Transcending the Culture, not just with UG digital podcasting, but also some of the other things that we have. We are going to be doing a fan curated playlist on Apple Music. So we do have an account on Apple Music. If you guys want to follow, it is UGD Podcast Radio. Real simple, at UGD Podcast Radio. We'll have posts going up across social media. We actually are going to start utilizing far more better our Transcending the Culture platform on Instagram. So make sure that you guys follow on Instagram, just Transcending the Culture, all one word. We'll have a whole lot of posts going up there. We're going to start getting news and stuff going up that you guys can comment on, and then we'll start, injecting that stuff into the show on Wednesdays when we come on. But again, those fan curated playlists, we're going to start running those on UGD Podcast Radio, and all you'll need to do is just follow us on Apple Music. And once you follow us, then you'll gain access to those specific playlists. It might be somebody's album. It might be an album with extra stuff added to it. Just something different, something cool to get you guys energized and get people a little bit more interactive with the platform. And once again, Marcus Divine is going to be here on the platform on March 11th. So again, make sure that you guys mark your calendars so that you can be here for that. He has produced for pretty much everybody So he's been out here for some years, and he's been doing it. He actually has some weight loss stuff going on too. So we're going to definitely talk about that. He has a new platform geared towards that we're going to talk about, and, well, the music and everything it is that he's doing on that side. You guys will be able to check that out as well. And I think that's about it.
That's it. All I wanted to say is, I didn't say it, but Ron said Cat is sharp in that red. Go ahead, Cat.
Listen, Cat be doing it. Cat be doing it.
I honestly, guys, I've been feeling better like myself. I've been getting back to business, getting back to my health. And I feel like it shows. When you feel good, you look good. So thank you so much for the compliment, Ron. I love Ron.
Absolutely. Here's another thing that we got going. So our media company as a whole, the J-Spot Media, we are now a part of the community platform. So if you're not familiar with community, it's a way for us to be able to communicate with all of our users, our followers, that sort of thing via text message, via SMS messaging. So this is a new platform that we are now signed up with. I'm working on getting everything set up so that you guys can actually be able to connect with us. It'll be a local phone number, especially for those who are here in Cleveland. But it'll be a phone number that, once you are a part of the platform, then we can text you directly. You can text us directly, questions, comments, suggestions, plus all the other stuff that we have going on, we'll be sending out that way. So as opposed to the traditional newsletters that a lot of people do through their emails and whatnot, I want to try this out, and we're going to be doing this because I'm on my phone all day long. So this will be a way to communicate with us, and you'll be able to communicate with us directly. So I think that this will be cool. Both Kat and I will be on the platform, so you'll be able to connect with either one of us. And yeah, that's about it. That was the last thing that I had. So I wanted to make sure that I got those up while we were on here tonight. We got about 5 minutes before Real Talk would restart. So I'm gonna actually get on off of here. We appreciate you guys. Thank you all so much for being here on the show. People still there in the chat room. I appreciate it. Listen, I'm the 26 chats that I ain't even had a chance to look at yet. I appreciate y'all.
Y'all been showing out today. Thank you so much. And we will be back next week, same time, same place. Make sure you're here. Absolutely.
Make sure you follow us on all social media, UGD Podcast Radio on all platforms. And then I am James Grant and on all platforms. And then also on Instagram, I have Authentically James. So I have Authentically James and I am James Grant on Instagram. And then all the other platforms are I am James Grant. And then UGD Podcast Radio, you can follow on all platforms as well. And
at Cat Queen on all platforms.
All right. So listen, we appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Once again, thank you to the Antoine Scott. Make sure that you guys watch the episode. If you didn't get a chance to see it, you can always, catch it here on the platform. And that's it. Everybody have a good night.
Bye.